Welcome to MegTech, your destination for the latest technology reviews, innovative gadgets, and smart buying guides designed to help you choose the right tech with confidence. Is the Logitech G X56 H.O.T.A.S worth your money? How much better can a dedicated flight controller make your simulator experience? And could this be one of the best HOTAS setups for PC flight and space simulation? I've added a link below where you can check the latest price, current offers, and availability. The Logitech G X56 H.O.T.A.S is designed for players who want much more control than a standard keyboard, mouse, or gamepad can provide. This is a complete flight stick and throttle system with 6 degrees of freedom, twin throttles, RGB lighting, adjustable stick tension, and more than 189 programmable controls. That huge number of inputs is especially useful in detailed simulators because you can place important aircraft or spacecraft functions directly under your fingers instead of constantly reaching for the keyboard. Starting with the Joystick, Logitech gives the X56 a high-precision 16-bit aileron and elevator axis, along with pitch, roll, and yaw control. In practical terms, that means you can make much more deliberate adjustments while flying, whether you're banking an aircraft, correcting your heading, or controlling a spacecraft in a space simulator. The stick also includes analog thumb controls, giving you additional ways to manage movement and other in-game functions without taking your hand away from the main controls. One of the standout features is the adjustable spring system. Logitech includes 4 springs with different resistance levels, allowing you to choose the stick tension that feels most natural for your style of flying. If you prefer lighter movement for precise adjustments or more resistance for a firmer feel, you can customize the setup accordingly. That flexibility makes the X56 useful across different types of flight and space simulations. Then there's the throttle system. The X56 uses independent twin throttles, which can be especially useful for aircraft with multiple engines or space games where you want separate control over different propulsion systems. You can also lock the throttle together for single-engine aircraft, giving you a flexible control layout depending on the simulator you're playing. And this is where the 189-plus programmable controls become really interesting. The X56 gives you a large collection of buttons, switches, hats, axes, and controls that can be customized for different games. Instead of memorizing dozens of keyboard shortcuts, you can assign functions such as landing gear, flaps, weapons, navigation, trim, cockpit controls, or spacecraft systems directly to the HOTAS. For serious Microsoft Flight Simulator, DCS, Elite Dangerous, and other simulation players, that can make the cockpit feel significantly more interactive. If you're enjoying this review so far, consider giving the video a quick like, it really helps support the channel. The X56 also brings customizable RGB lighting, which adds a distinctive look to the setup while helping illuminate the controls in a darker gaming environment. Logitech designed the system with VR and space simulation in mind, so having physical controls positioned around your hands can be especially useful when you're focused on the virtual cockpit instead of looking down on your keyboard. Logitech specifically describes the X56 as designed for VR and space flight simulation. Connectivity is straightforward because the stick and throttle use separate USB connections. Logitech lists 2 USB 2.0 connections, while the system is officially compatible with Windows 11, 10, 8.1, and 7. The separate units also give you more flexibility in positioning the controls on your desk, allowing the throttle and stick to be placed where they feel most comfortable. The physical size also reflects the X56 dedicated simulation design. The stick measures about 26.6 centimeters high and weighs roughly 1.12 kilograms, while the throttle is around 17 centimeters high and weighs about 1.16 kilograms. So this isn't simply a small joystick designed for occasional gaming, it's a substantial 2-piece HOTAS system intended to give you a complete control center for your simulator. And the real-world value becomes clearer when you look at games such as Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. TechRadar's review team specifically used the Logitech G X56 during its testing of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, demonstrating that this type of dedicated HOTAS setup is well suited to the detailed control demands of modern flight simulation. PC Gamer also highlighted the X56 as a strong mid-range flight stick and throttle setup, particularly because it's of extensive programmable controls and dual throttle configuration. Compared with simpler flight sticks, the X56's biggest advantage is the sheer amount of control available. Instead of buying a basic joystick and relying heavily on your keyboard, you get a dedicated throttle, dual throttle functionality, adjustable stick tension, multiple hats and buttons, programmable controls, and RGB lighting in one setup. That makes it particularly appealing to flight simulation enthusiasts who want a more immersive cockpit experience without immediately moving into much more expensive specialist hardware. With 6 degrees of freedom, 189 plus programmable controls, for spring options, 16-bit primary flight axes, independent twin throttles, analog thumb controls, RGB lighting, and dual USB connectivity, the Logitech G X56 H.O.T.A.S packs an impressive amount of control into a single PC flight simulator setup. If you're searching for the best HOTAS for PC, a Logitech X56 review, a flight simulator joystick and throttle, or a customizable controller for space simulation, X56 deserves a close look. Thanks for watching MegTech. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe for more technology reviews, comparisons, buying guides, and the latest gadget updates. See you in the next video.